All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and like the video. And today we are talking about the brand new Sublime.
Sublime focus, baby.
We're gonna get into the review, but before we do that, we're just gonna throw some shots, let you guys watch the ball go down the lane, kind of build your perspective of what you think it is, and then we'll talk about it and tell you what we think about it.
All right,
ready?
Let's get into it. Oh,
That was pretty. What's that gonna be? Oh, Kyle. Coast to coast. Hey, you woke up. You woke up, man. Oh, he wrapped around it. Had to join the club. All right, those are some shots, baby.
well, what'd you think?
So my initial thought, it comes pretty gritty, a lot of surface on it. I mean, you can see no shine. Probably 2000 or something like that. But it's got some grit to it. And the first thing I thought was that when I kept moving left, it kept pointing the shape off of it. So like sometimes when we get balls that have a lot of surface on them and they flare a lot, like the more we try to separate our angles, you'll start seeing like the super flat 10. And this one, I mean, I wasn't really seeing that a whole lot. It just kept wanting to go through it. Like it was surprising because I'm not used to it. I'm used to if a ball has surface on it and I try to throw away out there, I'm used to it kind of laboring and rolling out. And like, that's just what happens. Where this one wasn't, it was kind of hard to see.
Yeah,
it was different.
The original Sublime was a weaker ball. It's a weaker cover and a weaker core. They beefed up the core a little bit too. So this is pretty much a completely different ball than the original Sublime. It's got a solid cover stock. It's meant to roll and the core is meant to kind of hook early for a symmetric ball. We have on the rack a couple of phase twos here that we are probably comparing it to.
Yeah.
First time throwing it, obviously, but just given the surface of the ball and the numbers, it's a symmetrical ball. The phase two is probably something that's pretty close to it. So if you threw a phase two, you're probably gonna get a somewhat similar reaction out of one of these.
Yeah, you want to try throwing this phase two a little bit and seeing the difference?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's try it. I haven't thrown this ball yet, but I am interested. I mean, I can only carry so many symmetrical solid balls around in my bag, so the phase two is hard to get out of the bag.
First thing we're probably gonna notice is these balls are brand new and the surface is like just really dull compared to these phase twos. And this phase two that I'm about to throw has a lot of games on the cover and it's pinned down, which means it doesn't flare as much. So this ball should get down the lane a little better than this Sublime just because the Sublime's brand new and this one's not. But you could tell even his little shinier phase two, a lot more angle down the lane.
Yeah, that got down the lane very easily.
Similar motion through the pins, but just the first 20 feet because these aren't brand new covers.
Yeah.
They're just gonna glide a little better.
Yeah, that one to me, I think you're right. It has more to do with like the surface issue. Like it's cleaner, it's smoother. We had a fresh phase two with like no games on it. It'd honestly be pretty similar.
It would be similar. It would roll out more. It would read the front part of the lane more, creating less motion down lane. But since these are a little older,
So let me go back to the Sublime. So if you're thinking like, how does the Sublime compare to some other balls? To me, it fits more when we talk about symmetrical solids. It fits more into like the Phase 2, maybe like even a Summit. Something like the Idol, to me, is a little slower, a little more rounded, doesn't want to change directions as much. It's kind of hard to hook that ball, open your angles up. Really good for keeping it in front of you. But to me, this ball is more of something that closer to a Phase 2. You can get in and hook it a little bit, give it some angle.
Yeah, and you're creating a lot of angle with that Sublime.
Ball. Yeah, I feel like I can go more. Like I'm kind of up against the ball return. I can maybe go a couple more, but I feel like I have unlimited room to the left with that ball.
Yeah, it's a rolly cover, but yours isn't over rolling. It's blending it really nice. I'm gonna try and do what you do. Get left and get around it. you gotta teach me that.
It's just that's like where the hand's going right now. I love personally symmetrical balls, solid symmetric that I can get in and create angle with. That's why I don't find myself throwing idols a whole lot. Only when I have to go straight up the lane, I find myself throwing like Phase 2s, some Summits, stuff like that. Wow.
That looks really nice.
Yeah. Oh, where this phase? I just found this one in the garage. I'm gonna have to get it back out.
We're getting there. I'm learning.
Getting there? The only real difference in the Sublime and my Phase 2 is, like we said, Phase 2 has some lane shine on it. Sublime still has, it's pretty gritty. I think if I got like 20 games on it, they would be pretty similar. So if you like your Phase 2 and balls that kind of fit in that category, I think Sublime Focus is a good option.
Wow.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was really good. I don't know what you did on that one, but.
I took 3 weeks off.
No. But you can tell how rolly that cover is.
Yeah, it's funny watching like how, because me and Brad, we throw completely different balls at completely different times most of the time. And balls, we just don't see balls fit the same way. That's an important thing to know when you're picking a ball and you watch me throw it or Brad throw it. Like you need to kind of figure out where that might fit in your arsenal. Because like Brad is seeing this ball super rolly. And for me, you know, it rolls, but I can also get the hook off of it. Similar to we have different opinions about like the ion.
It's kind of interesting because it's drilled the same.
Yeah, it's drilled very similar.
You are just getting yours to be so much more angular than mine. Yeah. And it's just release stuff.
Yeah, I'm just getting my hand wrapped around it.
Everyone's different.
It's always fun to have a new like symmetrical solid option because I feel like we throw symmetrical solids
all the time,
more than any other ball. And when you can find one that you just can rely on and throw it everywhere, man, it's a good feeling. Because when you don't have that ball, it's hard sometimes. Oh, what's that gonna do? Strike.
All right, we're shooting this video until I create that ball. It'll be this shot right here.
That was closer.
Back up, back up. I got this.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Just get the ball out on the lane a little bit better.
It's too early?
Too early.
I knew that. I knew it.
Yeah, I think if you get that ball out on the lane like another foot, it comes back.
My man Kyle over here.
Dialed in, baby. Dialed in with the Sublime Focus right off the bat. Well, we got another banger from 900 Global, Sublime Focus. You know, I like the Sublime. I was a big fan of the Sublime. I know it wasn't like the most popular ball out there. It wasn't crazy like everyone was throwing it, but I liked it. And to see like another rendition of it, see this line keep going, I mean, I'm happy about it.
No, the Sublime was cleaner, but it was still somewhat rolly. It was like still somewhat strong, you know? And they just made it a little stronger, you know? They upped it. The Sublime was kind of in the lower trajectory of balls, but still a little strong. This one's definitely a notch up in the middle ground. Phase 2, what's great about like the symmetric balls like this that are middle ground that are smooth, you can go to like some really strong stuff. You can go to an Ion Pro that's a little weaker, that's asymmetric. You can go to asymmetric, symmetric. These balls are great. They're just middle ground for your arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely. And let us know in the comments if you guys liked watching all the shots. If that's a format that you like, we'll just keep doing it. But anyway, Sublime Focus, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, do all those great things. Keep watching our videos, and we'll see you in the next one.